Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Today I think we could change our tradition a bit and finally take a look at the British pound, because we actually last report that we made was in July, so it's almost 2 months has passed since our last view on the Great British pound. Well, actually, to be honest, within these two months not much action has happened. Last report we have prepared on a daily basis. This was not a weekly report, and we talked about this Gartley's Triple 2 pattern. It was a couple of weeks ago, and on Thursday last week this pattern has been completed. You probably saw our weekly report, our daily video and a daily update that we have prepared on this subject. So, but right now it's kind of a situation on Great British pound that demands some update, and we have new inputs in the political sphere and economical sphere, and that led us to just refresh our view on a long-term situation in the United Kingdom and in the shorter-term setup on the Great British pound. So in today's weekly report, we put wide material on the fundamental background, what is going on in the United Kingdom in relation to European Union, what really has happened, some inputs on situation in United States and the dollar perspective. So just in 2 words speaking, long-term situation just confirms our previous opinion. So we still keep our long-term bearish view on the Great British pound, and in some possible ways how situation could be realized between the European Union negotiations with the Great Britain in terms of the Brexit would not exclude even drop below the parity on the Great British pound in the long-term perspective. So the technical interest currently stands in relation to the long-term bearish trend, because the patterns that we see on the Great British pound right now not only have some short-term targets, that's also interesting for trading, but the major concern stands around the long-term trend continuation, and situation looks so that we do not exclude the chance that market indeed could start the new leg of the long-term bearish trend. There's some perspective of that exists right now in the market. So first of all, I would like to show you the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, guys, we have clear setup. This probably doesn't need any explanation. And we have the bread and butter sell right from the 130 to 316 fib level. This pattern already has started on daily. It hasn't reached yet the minimal target. As you know, the minimum target of the bread and butter stands the 618 support of the whole retracement up, and still this potential for example approximately 150 pips to the target. So that's why, as you can see, even the short-term target is interesting for us for trading. But the major question, what's really important and thrilling with this pattern, is whether it will be the trigger moment for new leg of the long-term bear trend. Because, guys, actually, if you'll put the fib support here, you'll see that it was deeply penetrated by this action. And below this major 618 support, market has relatively free space, so no big support stands in this area right to the 120 lows. So this relatively free space. What will happen when the market will approach to these previous lows around 127? It's a really big question. So that's why this bread and butter is not only interesting from with the 129 target of the pattern, but also with the downward continuation. On the daily chart, guys, you can see we have missed just with the one session when the fundamental factors has made an impact on the Great British pound quotes. So on Thursday we said that's really negative fundamental situation stands around the Brexit negotiations, And in this day, market has shown the upward action touched the Fib conference resistance and daily overbought, but on Friday it collapsed. So daily setup has worked very, very good. So because we said, if you remember on Thursday, we said for the daily traders, you could try to take the short position with the stops above the conference resistance. And the stops have been untouched. So it's collapse standing on the way. So if you have taken short position here, you could keep it. Another very important moment here, guys, is that take a look. From the pivot framework, situation looks bearish because on Thursday we also said keep an eye on the monthly pivot resistance one. If market will fail to pass through it, it will mean that this action is retracement and we should be ready for downward continuation. And indeed, although monthly pivot resistance one has been penetrated, but market has dropped on the next session below it. It's still the week till the end of September, and if market will not be able to close above this area, it will mean that pivot resistance one has held the upward action, and this is just a retracement in the long-term bearish trend, and an increased chance on the downward continuation here as well. Two other patterns you probably see by yourself. So regardless triple to sell, we have discussed on Thursday, and also guys here on Thursday by the close we have the Napoli bearish stretch because market has hit the overbought right at the conference resistance. This is bearish stretch pattern and also supports the idea of the downward action. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we have two moments. First of all, market stands right now at the conference support, it's 130.50. Actually, we could say that regardless triple to sell has been completed because minimal target already has been hit. It doesn't mean that market will stop here and we will turn up again, but it just doesn't let you use the 222 as the background for the trading because minimal target already has been achieved. That is minimal target of the weekly Brent body sales, 129 approximately. It means that we should use this confidence support for upward bounce and getting better price for taking the short position on the hourly chart. That's major purpose of this support area. Scalp traders also could think about taking long position, but this is too small time frame, and that way we not talk about it much in our videos because it has too small scale, and it will start to appear, starts to describe the possible way how we could trade it. When I will put the mailing, this trade probably will be done already when you will get the mail with the instructions. So that's why we're taking a look only on hourly chart and the high time frames. So on hourly chart, we have very good thrust down. And here, guys, we could watch for some bearish continuation patterns. What it could be? Thrust every time tells us about Napoli patterns. For example, it could be double repo buy. In this case, we will watch for upward retracement and see where this double repo buy will hit the targets. Will be somewhere around 31.50 probably. It could be Brent body sell if market will hit this 31.40 area at 3.8 resistance, and also this will be weekly pivot point. That's most probable scenario, by my opinion. Also, guys, keep an eye on for possible kind of the ABCD retracement here, because it could be kind of the godless triple to sell could be formed, something of that sort. So since market has formed the bearish reversal swing here, you can see these lows below this one, and market still in the confidence support, it's really not bad chance to deep retracement here. Maybe it will be even 50%. So that's our task in the beginning of the week. Wait for retracement, see what patterns will be formed, and try to use this pattern for taking the short position downward continuation. That's our trading setup on the Great British Pound in the coming week. When and if market will hit 129 target of the Brent bottom of the weekly pattern, we will see what to do next. Maybe we'll just tighten the stops and we'll continue keep short position with expectation and hope that market will continue at downward action. If downward action will be slowed down, maybe we'll close the position and see what will happen. So, but anyway, the 129 target is target for the week on the Great British Pound.